my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away.
Hey guys, that was Heathen by 21 people, 21 pilots. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, what you just looked at was our Guardians, some of them, not all of them. I am the Wolf King. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance today. Let's get down to business. There are one of three things that we're going to be talking about. Actually, there are three things that we're going to be talking about, one of which is basic information, lines, colors, what they mean. Also, we're going to be talking about the core boss, how to attack the core boss, how to get the most out of the core boss, and what the core boss is. We're also going to be talking about the heroes. I'm not going to go into every ability and every stat, every hero, but I am going to go into a few of them just a little bit so you can get a general idea of how to look at the heroes when picking a hero for whatever you're choosing to attack or take over. The other thing that we're going to be talking about is attacking, how to pick your targets, how to find targets, just general education stuff for this game, for those who are more into it than others, shall I say. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Basic information. So one of the things is that I actually made a pretty fucking awesome video last night. I really got the hang of this, but it took me hours to do. I mean, I was working from fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon, no, like 2:30 in the afternoon yesterday, and fucking I finally passed out around 10. So I almost finished the video, and then I guess at some point last night we went through some sort of power outage. So yeah, that happened. There goes all that. So I made this one, which is gonna be just second, third class again. Maybe on the third video I'll get it right. Alright, so let's go into this over here. Okay, this is your core boss. Now, when you see this, you look at him and you see, there's a dude in red standing in the center of a square. He's surrounded by these objects. If I click on the objects, they will tell you that they are batteries. But that's not how I want you to look at this. When you see this, I want you to see that is the king of evil toy bosses, and those things around him are his shields. Okay? You cannot hurt the king until you break at least one shield. Now, you can, but it'd be like throwing a pillow at a man with a gun. Except that he doesn't attack. I'm just saying. It's pointless, right? If you click on the core boss, you'll see here, you will see that it brings up this whole menu, and it's basically all the information you can see about the core boss without actually attacking him. What these things are in the center, let's go down up. So you could share the location, you can attack them. These are the rewards above the attack button that you get for attacking him each time. Also, if you'll notice, these debuffs that are above the rewards, these come from destroying the batteries. If you don't destroy any batteries, you don't get no debuffs, and without any debuffs, you're not going to deal any damage. If you can see here above the debuffs is a health bar, and you can see that he's at 99 point something %, and somebody attacked him without breaking more of the shields, and so they didn't deal even a %, not even a fraction. So always take out the batteries first. Even level 1, level 2, it doesn't matter really what level. Level 1, you want to take out at least 2 batteries. Level 2, you want to take out 3 or 4. It really depends on how quickly you want to destroy the boss. That being said, everybody doesn't get to attack. Well, I should say everybody gets attacks, but if you take out the boss too quickly, not everybody gets to take advantage of the rewards. Of course, if you don't take them out quickly enough, then you won't get to higher level bosses like this one, and you won't get better rewards. So you got to try to figure out, what's a good strategy. I would say 2 bosses every 24 hours isn't too bad. If you can get 3 in there, you're doing pretty good. So if you click on one of these debuffs here, it'll give you information about it. I'm not sure if you have to press it or just hold it down, but either way, there is a button here. You can see, here's the proof. It is possible. Don't tell me it doesn't work, because it works. Okay. This one in particular, the boss takes 50% damage, and it's stackable, which means pretty much every time you destroy a battery, you'll get a debility debuff. Say that 10 times fast. And you'll also get one of the other extra debuffs. Alright. Clicking on the battery will bring up the battery information. These are the devices that you got to break before you attack the boss. It's preferable that you break at least 3. No matter what level you're at least 3. No matter what level the boss is, at least 3 batteries. It's imperative if you want to take out the boss. You don't need that, especially if you have strong players, but it kind of defeats the purpose of everybody getting a chance to play the boss. Alrighty, lines. Alright, so you got green, white, red, and orange. Alright, green lines represent you or your core mates, teammates, partners, what have you. White represents neutral parties. Basically, they're enemies, other players who are not attacking you or your teammates. You could follow these lines, and they will show you either, depending on where the arrow is going, either where they're attacking or where they're going home to. So what you got here is your red line, and the red line represents enemies that are attacking you or your teammates, your friends. You can't tell if they're attacking. They won't be red if you're attacking your allies, people that you just say are your allies, but they will show if they're attacking people who are in your core, including yourself. The other thing is that this orange pyramid here above that line, or next to it in the middle of the screen, that represents an area that was taken by enemy troops. In this case, it's resources, and yeah, you could scout it or attack it like a normal base if you would. Alright, blue and or green pyramids represent your allies, or I should say your teammates, or yourself that has occupied an area or resource on the map. Alright, so if you pick a line and you follow it, it will lead you to other players, other cores, different bases, command centers. If you pick an event and you look, this one has led me to a player, but it has also shown me another line. A line of somebody attacking my base. I did not notice that before. It wasn't attacking my base, it was attacking a teammate's base. Foolishly, I might add, but attacking all the same. Here we see an example of my pooling on the thread of fate, which has led me to my next target. And also my next subject, which is attacking. Except that it's not my next subject, because one does not simply just roll into attacking without first talking about heroes. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Upside Down Superman S and Upside Down Batman signal drawn out very hastily using a marker. Alright. So on any screen, whether it's the battlefield map or your home map, you'll see this heroes button here on the left on the bottom. If you press that button, it's going to bring up a screen, a list full of heroes that you may or may not have. If you don't have them, they'll be gray. If you have them, they'll be colored. Alright, if you click on any one of these heroes, it will bring up a menu or a display with all their stats. You can click on one of these buttons here and it'll bring up a tab menu where you can surf through the different abilities and stats that they've got. You can also surf through the heroes and look through these stats and abilities and decide for yourself which ones you want to pick out. You got the upgrading, you got promoting, you got ranking up. Upgrading requires that you use the dummies. Promoting requires that you use this gear. And ranking up requires that you use pieces or maybe even a duplicate of the same hero. So each hero has his own benefits depending on what it is. The boss varies. Every time you destroy a battery, it gives a random debuff. So right now it's missile launchers. It might end up being artillery mostly. You don't ever really know. The special operations requires artillery and missile launchers for the most part. Those are going to be our most effective heroes against special operation missions. The next thing you gotta do is the resources, right? So you got heroes that help with the resource speed, also resource limit, how much you can grab, its capacity. You also got, well, basically there's a whole list. But to search for the type of heroes you want, you'll flip through these tabs up here on the top. You click on one of them, and it will take you to a list of everybody that consists of that type. Once you click on a hero, you can use this button to switch back and forth between viewing their stats and abilities and stuff. So let's get right into attacking. So we're going to go to this previous target I found, and we're going to go from there. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we want to find out who our allies are, or who we have a no attack policy, a NAP, with. The best way to do that is to check your core board or your core slogan. I don't know why people put it in the slogan, but whatever. Check it in the core board, your slogan, maybe your the mail your leader sent out. Once you're pretty sure that it's okay target, you can double check by selecting the target and sharing it with your teammates, and maybe asking if it's okay to attack on the team chat, core chat, whatever. If nobody says anything about it, or maybe people are looking to attack it, then you go ahead and scout it. Always scout first. Even if you think they might be weaker, just always scout. It's just the smartest way to go. Once you scout, it'll give you a report. It'll give you all the information about their troops, what kind of troops they have, and what kind of fortifications that they have. Each fortification has its own thing, so you don't want to use troops that are going to get it killed. All right, you'll see here in my battle report, I got a siege victory. I've already attacked them. Here's the report. And here's the resources I got, and then it gives you all the information about the attack. So, yep, Pretty simple stuff. Don't attack your allies. Don't attack your friends. Don't attack people with NAPs, which are no attack policies. I'm getting tired of telling people that. That's pretty much all I got, you guys. So let's close out with a little bit of music again from 21 Pilots.